So folks, I'm going to kind of draw where we are thus far. And it's important that you guys learn to think in this sort of fashion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one side of my corridor and the wall thickness. And then I'm going to draw the other side of my corridor and the wall thickness. And notice that they just keep going on forever and ever, right? Now, if first I'm going to draw my bedroom just butted up against the corridor. So when I just butt it against the corridor, right? If I just butt it up against the corridor, it looks like that. I have a thickness of a wall and a thickness of a wall pushed up against each other, right? It's basically a piece of foam core and a piece of foam core. Okay, so if I was to push it in a certain distance, right? So now I'll draw it the other way. And I'm going to draw the walls again. Now, obviously, we don't want all of these walls here, right? So we've got to get rid of some of them. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Somebody was asking me an honest question. They said, "Hey, what if the stairs are in the corridor and not in the bedroom?" It's going to make for a bad situation, so if I were you guys, I would not do that. Okay, the stairs need to fall inside of the bedroom. Okay, so there is what you guys are supposed to have drawn so far. Okay, now here's what I want you guys to do. I want you, in working in inches, okay, I want you to draw a string of dimensions. So the string of dimensions is going to go like this, straight through here. So first of all, we have 8 inches right here, correct? The thickness of the wall. So from that little dot to that little dot is 8 inches, correct? You all agree with that? Now if I go from here to here, that's another dimension. And then I have the thickness of the wall. That's another one. Thickness of that wall. Now, we know this thickness. This is 8 inches. And we know this one. This is 8 inches. Well, all of those are 8 inches. So now what we need to do is to figure out that dimension and that dimension. Do we know this dimension? 3 feet. So this one's 36 inches. Okay. Now, do we know the total width of the corridor?
8 feet.
So let's take 8 feet and convert it to inches. 8 times 12 is 96. 96, right? 96 inches. Okay? That way we're not having to add feet and inches. So 96 inches. Good. So if I take away 8 and 8, what am I left with?
18.
If I take away 8 and 8,
80.
right? I'm left with 80. So what happens if I take away from 80, I take away 36 and 8? So first of all, add 36 and 8. What do you end up with? So go like this. Go 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44.
We'll have 36. The rest.
It's 44 inches. So what happens when you take 44 inches away from 80 inches?
36.
36. So now we end up with 36 inches. Okay? Does that make sense? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to put that dimension string on your drawing. And no, this is not a drafting class. And the skill that I'm teaching you is not drafting. The skill that I'm teaching you is to analyze numeric relationships. And it's important. It's important if you're laying out your bedroom and you want to make sure your bed fits and your nightstands fit, right? Then you kind of got to know how do things add up. Okay? All right, any questions about that? So this thing that I've drawn here, you guys are to now put in your drawing. So draw it all up. And it should measure. When you take your scale, you should be able to measure 8 and 36 and 8 and 36 and 8. Okay? Any questions? No? All right, stop the video. Go.